Gran Turismo. 7 gets updates nearly every month, adding new cars and engine swaps. That's great because it keeps the game going. The problem is that all of this is extremely expensive, and in Gran Turismo 7 money is hard to earn. Today, for Gran Turismo 7's 3rd anniversary, I'm sharing a quick guide on efficient money farming in the game, and be able to buy everything you're interested in and all the new content from the updates. Today, I'm going to recommend 5 events for you. For each event, I'll suggest different cars with different setups. And for each event as well, I'll give you the list of all the little things, all the small details you need to know about these events to farm efficiently. Obviously, there may be other methods or other events that allow you to earn a lot of money in Gran Turismo 7. So, if you know of any others, feel free to leave them in the comments below this video. It will always be helpful for those who come by later. And of course, if the video helped you, I'm counting on you to show it by leaving a like and subscribing. Certainly, for the next videos, we'll begin with your first American challenge, Special Stage Route X, which you can access in the Clubman Cup Plus. Event restrictions: sport tires, soft, road, or professionally tuned cars, 720 pp, 800 plus horsepower, no nitro or drag reduction system. For this event, I used my Bugatti Chiron W16 modified to meet the requirements by adding an engine control unit where I lowered the engine power and added ballast to increase the weight. That keeps me under 720 and gives me a monster for speed and acceleration at this event. Any hypercar with over 1,000 horsepower and capable of 400 km/h is suitable for this event. This event is easy to farm since it only has 2 long straight lines. Slipstreaming lets you catch up and finish first. It's an event you can complete in about 3 minutes 50 seconds to 4 minutes depending on your settings. And it will earn you if you get the perfect race bonus. That is, if you don't collide with other cars. 52,500 credits per run, so you'll earn about 820,000 in an hour of farming. This is the least profitable event I'll show you, but it's also the shortest and convenient if you don't have time for 40-minute sessions. And if you don't really want to have to stay focused for 30 to 40 minutes either, on a single event. Next, we'll find a more profitable event, but it's much harder and more annoying to farm. It's the event you'll find on the Spa-Francorchamps circuit, in the European circuits, in Belgium. It's the event you'll be able to start in World Touring Car 800. This event is a time-based endurance race, so you'll have to do at least 60 minutes of racing. But this event can earn you 1 to 1.5 million credits. If you get the perfect bonus, knowing that for touring events like this, to get the perfect bonus, obviously you can't have any collisions with the other cars, but you also have to follow the instructions given by the race marshal. So if you have a yellow flag, for example, you have to respect it. There are several cars I can recommend for this event. The first one is the Mercedes CLK Le Mans. The problem is that it's a legendary car, which is very expensive. So you need to have a bit of credit already to invest in order to farm. And honestly, it can take a while to make back 8.5 million. On top of that, unfortunately, legendary cars aren't available all the time. But it's true that on this track, it gets some really good lap times. There's another car you can get for this event. It's the BRZ Grand Touring 300 from 2021, which costs 450,000 and is probably in the top 3 most profitable cars. Fast on this track. If you lack the cars I recommended, know that almost any old race car, especially a detuned Group C, will work. So, with a power setting lower than the original, allowing you to get down to 800 pp, they will allow you to take first place quite easily and win this event very easily. This event is tough since SPA is far from the easiest track. Also because we're setting out for a 1-hour race, so it's pretty easy to lose focus after a few laps. We'll do roughly 22 to 24 laps depending on your speed. You should also know that during this event, it might start raining, so make sure to check the weather map to get an idea of what's going to happen. Don't hesitate to pit once to switch to intermediate or rain tires depending on your car. And also keep in mind that in this event, body damage is enabled and it's temporary. That means if you hit a barrier or another car, you'll see the part that was hit flashing at the bottom left of your screen. You'll receive a temporary penalty. Damaging aerodynamics, for example, will worsen your car's handling. It will last for a while before it resets and you get your car's maximum performance back. But it can definitely hurt your lap time and, obviously, your overall performance. Another event in Europe might be cooler to finish and sometimes more rewarding, depending on your lap times. You'll obviously find the 24 Hours of Le Mans circuit, and you'll find a World Touring Car 700 event there. So, here too, it's an endurance race. The advantage is that it's a bit shorter, it's 30 minutes, which means you don't have to stay focused for a whole hour straight. This race awards 550,000 credits, or 825,000, with the perfect race bonus. Just a reminder, a perfect race means you don't hit other cars and you follow the race marshal's instructions. So, if you do well, that's 825,000 per race, which means that's about 1,600,000 to 1,650,000 credits per hour of farming. This may sound odd, but I don't actually suggest a race car for this race. We'll discuss it later. Some swapped or upgraded road cars can actually work fine. For example, I use the Lancer Evo 8 Mitsubishi Racing a lot with the swap and set up with ballast configuration, which allows me to have about 560 horsepower for 1,200 kilos and to be just under the 700 pp limit. According to world records, the GRAN TURISMO Racer 33 is also excellent for this event. However, for it to be really good, apparently you have to swap the engine, so the R92 CP that you see here. The issue is the initial 1,100,000 cost plus parts, totaling 1,500,000 for the build. If you already have a lot of money in the game, why not? But if you're watching to farm, this might not be the best option. So, it's not a challenge that's very complicated. In fact, it's actually a pretty simple challenge to complete, and pretty easy to win. Still, be a little careful with the weather, because it might start to rain. And also watch out for one thing, we're on the Le Mans version. There are chicanes. That means the Mulsanne Straight, which we're about to reach in a few moments, can't be done all in one go. Don't make the mistake of hitting the chicane walls at 300 kilometers per hour, as that would be fatal. Other than that, it's an easy race. Personally, I sometimes don't even change the tires. Because since it's a track that's really focused on straight lines, it's not really a problem. But after that, it's up to you, depending on the type of player you are and the car you have. I'll quickly show you the straight line, not for the car's performance, but just to explain what I mean by chicanes. Since there are several versions of the Le Mans circuit in this game, there's one where you'll have this huge straight line without any interruptions. And so there's this version for the World Triathlon Corporation 700, which is the event category we're in. There is indeed a big tire wall here. If you hit it, things get complicated since your car will also be damaged, as this event considers damage. I'll show you my favorite farmer event. It's not the most profitable in this video, but I think it's cool. It's the Sardegna circuit in Europe, so select Sardegna road track, not just Sardegna. And the windmill, because the windmill is for rally, and rally isn't great for farmer. We're going to take the event that's here, in World Touring Car 800, which, on paper, pays out 485,000. If you get the perfect bonus, it's 727,000 credits. And the advantage, already, is that we're doing endurance, but it's endurance based on the number of laps. That means there's no minimum, no required 30 or 60 minutes. If you complete 15 laps in 25 minutes, that's perfect, very efficient for you. It's a challenge that you can actually complete in about 25 minutes. And here too, to have perfect racing conditions, you need to follow the race marshal's instructions, so the different flags, and also avoid touching the other competitors. I recommend exactly the same cars that I suggested to you for the Spa circuit, the event we saw earlier. That is the Subaru BRZ Group 3, the CLK Le Mans, or any other old Group C car you might have, simply downgraded to 800 pp. This event is easy and enjoyable to farm for many reasons. First of all, I think the track is visually cool to drive on, which makes it pretty easy to stay focused when you're going to be doing it for hours. Another thing is there are only 15 laps, so with most cars, you'll be able to finish the track without ever having to pit. You should know that the AIs will go there. So even if you're a little behind at the end of the race, know that if they go to the pit and you don't, you'll catch up, maybe 30 seconds all at once. And another thing that's pretty nice about this race is that there are no weather surprises. That means you're going to have good weather the whole time. So you can afford to keep just one set of tires. After that, you decide between medium or hard and whether to make a pit stop. Personally, this is the track I use to farm when I'm really low on cash. It's not the most profitable, and I'll show you the most profitable one in this video. I'll share the most profitable farming event in Gran Turismo 7. However, I find it awful to farm and personally hate it. It's an event you'll find on the Tokyo Expressway, And it's the famous 600 event that's there. World Touring 600. 12 laps pays 550,000. Actually, with the perfect race bonuses, it will give you 825,000. It's an event that's pretty quick to farm. You can finish it in 22 to 23,000. So per hour, you'll earn 2,160,000 or even 2,200,000, which is a lot. However, it's a tough challenge to farm. AIs are ruthless, not out of malice, but because they might not know where you are and won't hesitate to push you. For this challenge, for example, you can use the Aston Martin DP 100 Vision GRAN TURISMO, which is pretty good and is one of the most used cars for this event. Then, there's a car that's especially fast and cool for farming, the Suzuki Escudo, which is a legendary car. So unfortunately, you won't be able to buy it all year round. But on the other hand, this car has a bit of a special talent for this event. You'll find some setups, and actually, I'll show you one, that will simply let you complete this challenge without ever having to pit. And that's pretty incredible. So, let me show you the setup I use. It fits perfectly at 600 with hard sport tires in the front, medium sport tires in the back, and all the other settings. Just so you can look and copy on your end, I'll also show you the gearbox settings. But it doesn't really, let's say, have any influence on the performance points. So there you go. After that, you're ready for 12 laps in this event, which I think is the most profitable. There's no contest, but I think it's also one of the hardest events to farm. So there you go. After that, everyone does what works best for them. Usually, with all the events, settings, and cars I've shown in this video, you have all you need to earn a lot of money in Gran Turismo 7 and buy almost anything you want. Every update, always. Obviously, if there are other methods, feel free to leave them in the comments. That's what I was saying just before. It's entirely possible that there are other methods. Some small things have also changed. By the time you watch this video, because there are tests that can be added, there are also elements of physics that can be changed. This means some cars, like those now at PP 600, could end up at 602, and as a result no longer qualify for the test. So that's how it will be. We'll see over time, and it's up to you to let me know if there are any small changes by the time you watch this video. In any case, I hope this little guide has helped you. If it has, I'm counting on you to share it, as usual, by leaving a like, subscribing for upcoming videos, and taking a quick look at my support links. There's my Twitch if you want to drop by my live streams from time to time, where we play Gran Turismo or lots of other games, feel free. You can also, of course, if you're interested, use my instant living link that you'll find below this video, which lets you buy your games for less. Support the channel if you can. Check it out. I'm turning off these lights and we'll see you soon. Hello everyone. Ciao.